Hello and welcome back everybody to F124 My Team Career Mode. This is episode number 12 as we are heading to the Mexican Grand Prix. In the last episode at the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, we have won the race, starting from third on the grid after an somewhat intense fight against Leclerc in the Ferrari to take victory at the Baku Street Circuit. So a quick recap. Third in the constructors, pretty inconsistent as you can see with our results, and hopefully a good weekend in this episode.
What an atmosphere we've got. The fans have been here since dawn, and the stadium, the Faro Sol, is absolutely heaving. We're about to get set the grid for tomorrow's Grand Prix. It's qualifying day here in Mexico City.
Alright, so straight into qualifying we go. Once again, this is take two. I noticed a bit of an issue with the footage that I've edited, the clips, where I made the incorrect cut in between one of the qualifying runs. So yeah, I don't know, I haven't really barely anything to say, but yeah, hopefully we get a good qualifying position for the race. I mean, we're off the back of 2 consecutive wins, so another win here would make it 3 in a row, obviously. So a good qualifying is a necessity, let's just say, to get a chance of winning another race. But then again, our car is still not the best on the grid, so we can't expect just for a race win to be laid out to us on a silver plate. But an okay first run, probably a 16.8. Yes, 16.8 puts us 13th currently, as we're beginning our second flying run. Do I sound sick? I can feel like my my nose is sounding a bit blocked over here, but we use a little bit of ERS to start our final flying lap of Q1 to get that extra speed boost as we make our way into turns 1 to 3.
Okay, we've been pushed down to P13.
Yes, I know that. I can see that on the top left of your screens. We are currently behind Logan Sargent, who's ahead, but by the time we cross the Sector 1 line, we're 3 tenths quicker than Pierre Gasly in 12th, and we are quickly gaining more and more time as the lap goes on, and by the time we enter the stadium section, we're up to 8 tenths almost, and we're dropping. We're going back up. 8 tenths gained on our previous run. Now, mind you, this is a used tire run, so it's all just about capitalizing and correcting the mistakes that we did on our previous flying lap. And we are currently sitting 7th as we head into Q2, with Max Verstappen setting the fastest time, about 6 tenths quicker than us. So my comment about the Red Bulls not being competitive may not be entirely true, as a little bit of oversteer over there at the exit of the final corner, and we have a car close behind. Hopefully that's not on a flying no, it's Lando Norris on a flying run right behind us, actually technically alongside us now, so he's definitely not gonna get a good lap because of us, as we're gonna probably most definitely slow him down. And if we let him go, then it's just going to be a waste of a lap. I mean, I should have let him go, because I can prepare for a second run. But knowing the AI, they'll only go and do 2 runs, maybe 3, if, they get out in the middle of this session where there's, barely any traffic, to avoid the risks of yellows or anything. But wait, does that even affect in the game? I don't even know for sure that if yellow flags affect our like how we should proceed with the lap. But anyway, P14 currently. We finished our first run, I think, at P7, P9. No, it was P9. As we dropped down to P14 with Norris, not surprisingly, behind us on the time charts, time
That's
leaderboards.
P13.
P14. But yeah, we're losing quite some time on the straights, probably because we had to use the ERS to stay ahead of Lando Norris, as we were kind of in his way, and we didn't want to give way apparently at that time. So through the stadium section and around the final corner, we're up 4/10. Is it enough to take us through to Q3? And it's not enough, as we are going to start the race on Sunday in P15. So not the best qualifying session for us in Mexico, and we lose out to our rival. Yes, I have a new rival now, Sergio Perez. I thought I could end the season with a rivalry.
Back in the 60s, Mexico City would host the season-ending race, a party of motor racing. Well, we might not host the finale now, but Mexico hosts a party nonetheless. So welcome to the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez for the Mexico City Grand Prix. 17 corners then at the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez, 10 to the right and 7 to the left. And all of them will have to be tackled in difficult wet conditions here today. No DRS assistance either, at least not for the start of the race. But the best overtaking opportunities will still be down into turn 1 or shortly afterwards into turn 4. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. A fantastic effort from Charles Leclerc yesterday, and it's put him on pole, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Sainz, Oscar Piastri, Fernando Alonso, Norris, Perez, Russell, Ocon, Stroll, Tsunoda, Hamilton, Albon, Gasly, the owner driver, Magnussen, Ricciardo, Sargent, Bottas, Hulkenberg, Leclerc, and Zhou Guanyu. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
So it's raining, not quite heavily. I was gonna say quite heavily, but it seems like we are in what should be like a crossover between slicks and intermediates. So we're gonna start on the medium tires, so we can like have a better, so we can have better traction off the line and during the rainy section of this race. As from P15 we have a lot ahead of us.
Okay, so let's go through all the gears if you can. We need to make sure the engagement is okay before the start. We're going to want to put some temperature into the tyres and brakes. We need to keep the engine cool though, so don't go too high with the revs.
So yeah, starting from P15 on the mediums, while the rest of the field is on the hard compound tire, which is actually the original strategy suggested to me. But then I just modified it to be medium to hard, because by the time I switch onto the hard tires, it's going to be dry, meaning we could have the advantage, as we possibly could undercut a couple of drivers ahead as we are ready to go racing in Mexico, as we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights for the Mexican Grand Prix. It's lights out and away we go, as Leclerc gets a very slow start off the line, it seems, as Verstappen is already alongside him and ahead by, I don't know, a nose, as up into P14 we go. It's a very long straight towards turn 1, as we're gonna go around the outside of many cars. It seems like we managed to get on the inside of Alonso into turn 4. We're making it 4 wide. That's definitely not enough space to make it 4 wide going through turns 2 and 3, but up into P7 we go. A beautiful start, as we're making use of the medium compound early in the race, as up into P5 we go now, past Lando Norris, and a very good start from us in general. But Verstappen loses out hugely as he drops down to P4 from what should have been him securing a position up ahead in first place. But you can see how hard it is for me specifically. The AI for some reason are driving as if it's like fully dry, like they have all the grip in the world for some reason. But we're struggling a little bit in these conditions as yeah, you can see that there we're sliding at the exit of corners because we're just too eager to put the power down and catch up to the rest of the field ahead. The rest of the field being the 4 drivers ahead of us, the 2 Ferraris, the McLaren of Piastri, and the Red Bull of Max Verstappen. Into turn 1 we go. As you heard the race engineer just say as well, we have DRS available to us, even though it is a bit what's it called, damp, drizzly, but that should help us keep our distance from Lando behind us, and maybe help us catch the cars ahead as we're looking for about 10 minutes. We're looking at about 10 minutes of this level of rain, so it shouldn't get any wetter than this. I mean, I think the conditions are where it's like raining but not hard enough to suggest a switch to the intermediates, but it's not raining but it's raining light enough to have DRS available to us as we squirreling around at the exit of the final corner, and that causes us to lose a lot of time to Verstappen. And Lando Norris now has an opportunity to take 5th place away from us, but we have 2 other cars behind us, Perez and Alonso, I believe, in the Aston Martin, but we come out on top in that little battle over there. All of us had DRS, so it was just about who was brave on the brakes going into turn 1, and no surprise, it was us as we make it back into P5 and desperately trying to catch the Red Bull ahead. But as you can see right now, lap 7, the weather is improving, no more rain for the rest of this race, so we could look into switching on to the hard compound tire as Perez takes the fastest lap and is overtaking us. We have Lando Norris as well looking for a move on us as we make our way through in between the 2 drivers and back into P5 we go. We were almost going to lose 2 positions there on the straight as lap 9 we are coming in to the pits 2 laps early, I believe. We're scheduled to come in lap 11, but we thought might as well try and undercut. It is a long shot to be undercutting from, like, I don't know, 4 seconds behind, but then the tire advantage is huge.
Okay, go, go, go. That was a fantastic stop.
If you what's it called, think about it, because everyone else is on the hard compound tire, but we have the freshest hard compound tire, so we should have a grip advantage. I mean, early on in the stint, but yeah, we come out P18 as we have Zhou Guanyu right ahead in the Kick Sauber as we're gonna sail past him, no problem at all, as into turn 1 we go ahead of the Sauber of Zhou Guanyu, and next up ahead we have Hulkenberg as we have 2 purple sectors. It's showing that we have the best possible. We have yellows ahead, and we crash. Red flag. That is not good for us because we just pitted, and yeah, unfortunately, that means we're gonna start we're gonna restart from way back, P17 if I'm not wrong. But that means we have a chance to start again on the medium tire. But so so is everyone else. I mean, they had to switch to the medium tire, no questions asked over there. Sorry, man, the cat in the room is moving around too much. Anyway, we have a good start off the line as we are up into P16. George Russell, surprisingly, is also down there with us. A superior car to the rest of the lower midfield, as a little bit of damage we got over there, trying to sneak up the inside of Lance Stroll and trying to make up as many positions as we can. Early on in the restart, we have a huge lockup for someone in front of us, as we're going to be very daring and making a move on, who's that? Esteban Ocon, going into turn 5. Now turn 6, we make a move down the inside, and up into P11 we go. So a decent restart for us as we make our way through the S's in the second sector, with Lewis Hamilton ahead of us, just about a second ahead, as we have very minor damage, nothing to suggest a pit stop to repair the front wing damage that we have, but it shouldn't affect us in any way, hopefully, as we are going to try to make our way back into the point scoring positions once again. We had a very good position. If we just waited 2 laps,
Okay, the stewards have now enabled DRS.
if we just
DRS is
waited
now
2 laps,
online.
and
Okay,
then
so
we
we're
would
leading
have
our
been,
teammate by 3.5
we
seconds.
could have had the chance of ending up on the podium, as we are setting our sights on Lewis Hamilton now, lap 15 out of 25, and with DRS we're definitely going to try and make a move on Hamilton going down the long pit straight and into turn 1. We're going to size up a move of some sort, as Hamilton goes defensive on the inside line. I think, yes, he is going defensive on the inside line, and that helps us round the outside and into the point scoring positions we go, with Alpine and an RB of Tsunoda and Gasly ahead of us, just ahead of us by 1 second, and they're closing each other in very nicely. By lap 17 we are within DRS of Tsunoda, and possibly gonna prepare a move into turn 1, or maybe if we have a chance into the stadium section, I think turn 12 if I'm not mistaken, as no, they pull ahead. Nope, that's actually Hamilton. I was looking at Hamilton, as we don't make a move into turn 12 into the stadium section. We are slowly biding our time, looking for a move maybe into turn 1 on both the 2 cars, as down the pit straight we go around the final corner, and starting lap 18 we have DRS wide open and activated on our cars, but so does Tsunoda and Gasly ahead. But with ERS usage, we might give them a move down the inside. We go on Yuki Tsunoda. We went a little bit deep over there, giving him a chance to maybe look for a get back at us, a switchback, if you may. As up into P9 we go with Pierre Gasly now in our sights, and Perez a bit further up ahead, as we begin closing him down.
Right, let's not stay behind this car for too long. We need to get
don't know
past.
the word. As Pierre Gasly now through the stadium section, both of us go now. It's lap 20, so we didn't have a chance on the previous lap to make a move on Gasly up ahead, as with DRS this should be no issue, as now Gasly is out of Perez's DRS range, but we have a move around the outside of Pierre Gasly into turn 1. That was a bit of a late lunge, if you ask me. Around the outside we decided a bit late, but we made the move stick.
Brilliant, nice move, keep going.
As we begin lap 21, obviously I don't think we have a chance now with any overtakes on Perez, as he pulls away with the help of DRS. We have Gasly right behind as we begin our final lap, but we managed to but stay ahead using the strong power unit that we have, as we're gonna probably end our race in P8 unless we make a stupid move somewhere, maybe a snap or oversteer. We kind of looked like we were gonna get out of this race by smashing into the wall, but Sainz, who has led from the restart, I believe, is in the lead of the race still, and he's gonna cross the line to take victory here in Mexico, with Piastri and Norris completing the podium positions. Leclerc, Alonso, Verstappen and Perez finish the top 7 as we cross the line to finish in top or 8th place.
And here's our race winner today. What a smooth operation it was for Carlos Sainz.
Race victory and fastest lap as well. You can see how much, by the way, that fastest lap mattered to them today. It's a bit like marking your territory, isn't it, Crofty? They're looking for absolute dominance, and this seems to be their mission this year.
Ferrari are at it again. An excellent performance at today's Grand Prix, and they're certainly a team that know what they're doing out there. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time out? Be sure to join us once again as we continue to bring you all the excitement of Formula One.
Okay, so we end the race in 8th place, as mentioned before, and we lose out to our rival in the process. For now, we still have 4 races to go, 2 of them being sprint weekends. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video till the end. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe, and check out my other videos if you really enjoyed this one. Follow me on Instagram if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you guys in the next one.